Welcome to the Papyrus Global TV Nigerian News Update. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I am Christiana Babayo. Nigeria's political climate is heating up as legal battles, security incidents, electoral reforms and public accountability debates dominate the national conversation. From a landmark suit at the ECOWAS Court of Justice to rising tensions at political gatherings across multiple states, the past 48 hours have raised fresh questions about democratic stability, institutional credibility and electoral preparedness ahead of 2027. Tonight we bring you verified developments, official reactions and expert perspectives on the stories shaping the country's political and governance landscape. First, the headlines. NEFGAD drags federal government to ECOWAS court over tax law dispute. Attempted attack on Peter Obi in Benin City sparks national outrage. Shots fired at Senator's campaign rally in Rivers State. National Assembly begins comprehensive review of Electoral Act ahead of 2027. Now the stories in full. A civil society organization, the Network for the Actualization of Social Growth and Viable Development, NEFGAD, has filed a suit against the federal government of Nigeria at the ECOWAS Court of Justice in Abuja. The group is challenging recent amendments to Nigeria's tax framework, alleging that certain changes were made without full compliance with constitutional legislative procedures. NEFGAD argues that the alterations lacked transparent deliberation, proper voting processes and adequate stakeholder consultation. The defendants named in the suit include the federal government, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, and the National Assembly. The case has been scheduled for a preliminary hearing on March 18, 2026 at the ECOWAS Court headquarters in Abuja. Legal analysts say the matter could test the regional court's jurisdiction over domestic economic legislation and constitutional compliance. Tension rose in Benin City, Edo State following an alleged attempt to attack former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi during a political meeting at the African Democratic Congress Secretariat. According to eyewitnesses, suspected armed men disrupted the gathering with sporadic gunfire, causing panic and damage to vehicles and property. No fatalities were reported. The Edo State Police Command confirmed the incident and stated that investigations are underway. Obi condemned the attack, describing it as a troubling sign for Nigeria's democracy and urging protection for all political actors, regardless of party affiliation. Political observers say the incident heightens concerns about electoral safety ahead of the 2027 general elections. Gunshots erupted at a campaign rally in Rumokoro, Obio, Akpo local government area of Rivers State, organized in support of Senator Barinada Mpigi of the People's Democratic Party. Several supporters sustained injury, including 2 individuals treated for gunshot wounds, while others suffered fractures and bruises during the stampede that followed. The Rivers State Police Command confirmed the incident and announced a full-scale investigation. Governor Siminalayi Fubara condemned the violence, calling it unacceptable and urging political actors to embrace peaceful campaigning. Security presence has since been reinforced across parts of Port Harcourt. In a significant legislative development, the National Assembly of Nigeria has commenced deliberations on proposed amendments to the Electoral Act 2022 ahead of the 2027 general elections. The amendment bill, introduced in the Senate by Opeyemi Bamidele and in the House of Representatives by Aisha Duku, seeks to strengthen electronic transmission of results, revise campaign finance limits, improve internal party democracy, and enhance electoral security coordination. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has previously called for clearer legal provisions to avoid ambiguities experienced during the 2023 elections. Public hearings are expected in the coming weeks as lawmakers move the bill towards second reading. Security operatives have launched a manhunt after armed men mounted a temporary roadblock along the Kaduna-Zaria Expressway near Riganchikun in Igabi local government area of Kaduna State. According to eyewitnesses, the attackers selectively stopped vehicles and reportedly targeted convoys believed to be linked to political figures. At least 3 vehicles were vandalized, while 2 passengers sustained minor injuries. The Kaduna State Police Command confirmed the incident, stating that joint security teams restore order and normal traffic flow. Governor Ubasani condemned the attack, describing it as criminal and capable of undermining democratic engagement. Security patrols have since been intensified along major highways in the state. Widespread protests broke out in Ikeja, Lagos, following an attempted arrest of opposition commentator Dele Adeyemi at his residence. Security operatives reportedly sought to execute an arrest warrant linked to allegations of incitement and cyber-related offences. Supporters gathered outside his home, blocking sections of Obafemi Awolowo Way and later marching towards Alausa. The Lagos State Police Command confirmed the attempted arrest, stating it was based on credible petitions and ongoing investigations. Several protesters were treated for minor injuries following clashes and tear gas deployment. The incident has reignited debate over civil liberties and due processes as Nigeria approaches the 2027 elections. Fresh controversy has emerged after protests that Senator Ibrahim Danjuma allegedly acquired a $70 million Bombardier Global 7500 private jet. Photographs circulating online reportedly showed the aircraft arriving in Abuja after being moved to a private hangar. While the senator has not personally addressed the claims, his spokesperson insists the acquisition was funded through legitimate private investments predating his political career. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project (SERAP) has called for transparency in high-value asset acquisitions by public officials. Meanwhile, regulatory bodies, including the Code of Conduct Bureau, have reiterated that asset declaration remain confidential unless mandated by court order. The controversy has fueled national debate about wealth disclosure standards and public accountability. Thank you for watching the Papyrus Global TV, your trusted source for credible and balanced reporting. For breaking updates, exclusive interviews, and in-depth political analysis, follow us across all social media platforms at The Papyrus Global. Also visit thepapyrusdaily.com. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and stay connected with us for the stories that matter the most. Bye for now.